Hello, my Godzilla fans and non-Godzilla fans out there. GorgeFan2000 here, and today I'm going to be doing a review of Tekken 7. So, Tekken 7 is, of course, the seventh Tekken game in the franchise, in the main franchise at least. There was like two spin-offs. There's Tag Tournament 2, but they didn't really count in like the story. And I've been a fan of the Tekken franchise ever since, I think the first one I played was like 4 or 5. And this is my dog. Hello. My name is Neela. Yeah, I've been a fan of the franchise for a while. I love Tekken 5 was like the first one I played, and then because of 5 I played 4. Then I played 1, 2, and 3, and then from so on and so forth. Played 6, Tag Tournament 1, 2, and 7 now. So, yeah, I've been a fan of the franchise for a while. I was never good at the games. Never. But, I mean, I at least had fun playing the games, because they're, like, the more fun 3D fighters out there. So, yeah, let's get started. So, first thing, probably the best thing about Tekken 7 is the gameplay. The gameplay is really smooth. It's really fun. Like, as you saw, if you watch my gameplay, the gameplay looks really good. And the graphics are also really good, too. I mean, they didn't really introduce they only introduced 2 new mechanics. And that's Rage Art, which is the super move that you saw in the gameplay. And the Rage Drive, which is like that move when I turned purple and I went under that punch. That was that move. And I turned blue and I did that freaking uppercut, that kick in the air. It was that big combo right there. And every character has their own different Rage Drive and Rage Art. And Rage Drives are kind of I guess you can call them combo enders or combo beginners, or just combos period, that do a lot of damage. But yeah, I mean, I have trouble doing them quite a bit, but I was actually doing pretty good with Jins in the gameplay, so hey, I'll get used to it. What else? Like I said, they didn't introduce a lot of new stuff besides those 2 things. They got a lot of new characters too, but I mean, they didn't really introduce a lot of new stuff, which, I mean, it would have been cool if they added a lot of other new stuff, but it's still really good gameplay though. Actually, one other thing they added, if you saw again in the gameplay, when it was slow motion, yeah, that's one thing they added too. That's one of the more cool things that always happens, because we both have a little bit of health left, and it's who's gonna finish them first, and it's boom, and then those are really cool whenever that happens, and it's always really either satisfying if you do it, or god dang it if you get hit. But still, it's also a really cool thing in the game too. It just makes the game seem cooler whenever you're fighting, and it makes it more intense also. What else? For modes, there's not a lot of single player modes, which kind of sucks. Because in the previous games there was this mode called Tekken Force, which is I don't know what you can call it. It's a little arcade type thing where you're fighting a bunch of bad guys. It's kind of like a beat 'em up type game, like the old Turtles arcade game, or a bunch of those old beat 'em up arcade games. It's kind of like that. This doesn't have that, which sucks, because that was one of the more fun modes. There's also Tekken Bowl, which is basically bowling. That was also fun. And yeah, it was those 2 modes aren't in the game, which sucks. But the only modes they have is arcade, which is the arcade in this game sucks. It's only 5 battles, and then not even a character ending. It kind of sucks. There's Treasure Battle, which is the one you saw me playing in the gameplay, where you fight a bunch of, I don't know what they are. I don't know if it's people's created characters or something. I don't know. but you fight a bunch of enemies and you get treasure for every win. I mean, that's why I play most of the time, so I can level up my characters. But yeah, and then there's also the main story mode, the Mishima Saga, which is, the big story mode in this game that talks about the whole Mishima Saga with Kazuya and Heihachi mostly, and Jin, and introducing in this game Akuma from Street Fighter, which is very random, but they introduced him actually in a cool way in the story. And those moments when it's like Kazuya and Akuma and Heihachi, those moments are really cool. But of course, the story mode in this game isn't nearly as good as like Injustice 2, but still good. Except for one thing, the boss. The final boss in this game, for me at least, was incredibly difficult. Because, like, I'm not that good at Tekken. Not at all. So it's like, I had quite a bit of trouble trying to beat the final boss. Because, like, you fight Devil Kazuya, and he's, like, has, like, a lot of health. I mean, it's, like, the same amount of health, but, like, takes a little bit longer. And once you get a certain amount of health, he, like, regains some of that health. And he does, like, a big attack, and it sucks. But I beat it. It took a while, but I beat it. Not only that, after that, there's also a freaking like secret chapter where you're Devil Kazuya and you fight Akuma. And you thought that would be easy because you're Devil Kazuya, but no, it's not. That was even harder. Like, cause freaking Akuma kept like teleporting everywhere. He kept doing like a lot of Hadokens. Like, it was actually really annoying. So I had to turn that battle to easy because I really could not beat it. So don't shut up. Don't blame it on me. I couldn't beat it. Okay. What else? Yeah, but that's kind of it for the single player. Actually, no. There's, after you beat the story mode, there's like a little character endings. It's literally like one fight, and then you watch a little cutscene after that, and that's it. Again, it sucks, but I don't know why they didn't do like big arcade ladders in this game or anything like that. But whatever. And then last thing, I guess, is the online. The netcode in this game is actually pretty good. Like, most of the matches I have now, ever since the update, because when I first got this game, I could not find a single match online. But then once they released the update, a patch, then I can actually find matches. Most of them have good connection. Again, it's only when, one of us has bad connection and stuff like that. But the netcode and all that itself is actually pretty good. Okay, so overall, good game. Lack of modes kind of sucks. The really, really overly difficult final boss kind of made it go down a little bit also. But the gameplay is just so good. I'll probably give it like an 8. Yeah, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. If it had more single player content, like if it had like Tekken Force and Tekken Bowl, then I would be much more happier. And if the boss wasn't as irritating. But yeah, if it had all that, then I'll give it a higher rating. But I think an 8 is still good though, because I still have fun with this game at least. And oh yeah, and also one more thing before I end the video. Another thing I've had to say is the customization. As you saw, my character, he was had a skull mask, like a freaking pizza on his back. The customization in this game is stupid, but it's really fun also, because you can make your characters look utterly ridiculous, as you saw with my character. Yeah, that's it. I'll give it 8 out of 10. Yeah. So I'll see you next time, Godzilla fans. See ya.